Ladies, today we're making ourselves a crown. Hi everyone, I'm happy to have you here again. I'm Birgit from Kobasiani. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's tutorial is about this fabric flower headpiece, which is a cool project for using up the tiniest fabric rests which you have in your fabric stash. So I would say it's quite sustainable. This headpiece is great to level up any basic outfit, or it's great to match to your Oktoberfest dirndl, of course, and it's giving some Frida Kahlo vibes, so I love it. This project is perfect for fabrics which are equal on both sides, means color or structure or print, and it shouldn't fray out too easily when it's bias cut, because these flowers here have raw edges and are just bias cut. So just go through your stash if you have every suitable fabric. Get yourself a pattern download, every info is below this video here, and let's start sewing this flower headpiece. Have fun! So at first we are cutting our materials, and I'm starting with the elastic tape, which should have a length of 10.5 centimeter. Then I'm cutting all the pattern pieces except the squares, which will be the flowers later. Please check your fabrics in advance in which direction it is more stretchy, and take care that you cut out the pieces with the more stable direction lengthwise to the pattern pieces. In my case here, and with most African wax prints, you should cut out the pattern pieces lengthwise parallel to the selvage. Like this, sewing together the fabric stripes will be less stressful later. The inside part we need additionally in a soft interlining. Then I'm cutting the squares for the flowers. These we need in 3 different sizes. As I'm not using the paper pattern here, but a set square, I'm first drawing stripes in the correct width directly onto the fabric, and then cutting these into the squares. All this I'm doing in a bias cut. That means in a 45 degrees angle to the selvage. As you can see, this part is especially good for using up the tiniest fabric scraps you have. So as soon as I've cut all squares which I will need, this is my fabric waste. Not bad at all, isn't it? I'm keeping the 2 biggest parts, by the way. Afterwards, I'm ironing on the interlining to the inside part. The gluing side of the interlining to the wrong fabric side, of course. And then, as I've been lazy before, I'm ironing again all my fabric squares for the flowers. The fabric flowers or squares will be fixed in 2 seams between the 3 flower parts, sides and middle. Here the pattern pieces of the flower part sides are a little bit wider than the middle stripe. I'm beginning now with the first seam, and I'm taking one of the side parts, and as an orientation I'm marking the center of it. The number of squares I have to divide into 2 parts, of course, because of the 2 seams. The biggest squares are for the middle of the headpiece, and to the sides they are getting smaller. So I'm just putting these in this order in front of me. Now I'm just folding each square somehow around their center and putting it to the edge of the stripe. Look here, this is how it looks like. Then I'm pinning the fabric square with its center to the fabric edge, like this. Then I'm continuing with all the fabric squares which are in this row here. I'm starting in the center of the stripe to have a better orientation. And at the short sides of the stripe there should be left space without a square or flower. This space should be a little bit more than 1 centimeter, because later we need 1 centimeter seam allowance there. Then comes the other half of the fabric squares. As you can see, my folding technique of the squares is not equally, and that is also good, because then the flowers look a little bit more naturalistic. When all the squares are fixed, I'm putting now with the right side downwards or towards the flowers, the middle stripe. And I'm fixing this again with pins. This means there are a lot of pins. Because of these pins, I have to sew really slowly now, and I'm sewing here with only 5 mm seam allowance. Then comes the second seam with a second row of flowers with the same technique here. Again, I'm sewing the stripes with the blossoms together, and again with a seam allowance of 5 mm only. Then I'm adding the side parts to the flower part with the right fabric sides together, of course. And I'm sewing on the side parts with a seam allowance of 1 cm, and I'm taking care that I don't sew in the flower parts. Here we are making a fabric tunnel for the elastic band, so I'm folding this pattern piece lengthwise to the half with the right fabric side to the inside. Then I'm stitching along the open edges with a seam allowance of 1 cm. Afterwards, I'm trimming down the seam allowance to 5 mm and turning around the fabric tunnel to the right fabric side. Then I can insert the elastic band into the fabric tunnel. I'm securing the ends with pins first and then also with short stitchings. Here I'm just quickly ironing flat all the seams in the flower part. Then at all 4 short sides of the flower and the inside part, I'm folding and ironing the fabric 1 cm to the wrong fabric side. Now I'll join both pieces with the right fabric sides together, of course, and I'm pinning together one long side. Here I'm stitching together the pieces along this long side with 1 cm seam allowance. Afterwards, I'm ironing apart the seam allowance of this seam. Also, at both open long sides, I'm folding and ironing the fabric 1 cm towards the wrong fabric side. Then we can finally close this whole piece so that the wrong fabric side is now to the inside, and at both short sides I'm fixing the elastic part. A little bit of ironing can help to make both layers matching to each other. And here I'm closing the headpiece circle. The overlapping of the elastic part is, by the way, 1 centimeter. Then I'm sewing everything together. I'm stitching tightly along the edge all around the flower piece, and I'm starting at the elastic part. This seam joins the main part with the elastic band part. It closes the open long side of the main part and it stabilizes the edge. As the fabric flowers are still quite flat, I'm now ironing these. I'm pressing the tip of my iron in the middle of each flower or fabric square. Like this, they get volume and look a little bit more like flowers. It can be that you have to do this from time to time again to refresh the flower shape. Ready! I hope you've enjoyed this video and that everything went well, of course, for your project. If you have any questions, you can just write me an email to info@koba-jani.com and I'll help you. And of course, I'd be happy about a thumbs up here on YouTube and about a subscription here. But you can also follow me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram and Pinterest for more creative content. And of course, there will be a lot of freebies, new patterns and pattern hacks here on this channel. So don't forget to subscribe. And of course, I'm looking forward to see you soon again in my next video tutorial. Until then, take care. Bye!